Imagine, as you are learning to code, having a teacher with vast knowledge, available 24/7, and best of all, free or relatively cheap to employ.
Is ChatGPT that teacher?
That is definitely the right question, to quote iRobot.
If you accept that teacher might be a bit prone, rather like an alcoholic, to occasionally making up things as they went along, and sometimes just spouting plain nonsense,
then definitely yes. Hi, Michael here. In this video, I'm going to look at 3 ways in which ChatGPT can help you to learn to code fast. Now you might ask, well, given what I've just said in the introduction to this video, why I'm still recommending you use ChatGPT. And the answer is, I've been coding for about 20 years plus, and now lead a team of software engineers, and I can say that it's not really easy to learn to code. So anything which helps you, and ChatGPT does do that, is really valuable. Also, when people say ChatGPT gets things wrong, it must be remembered humans also get things wrong. At the end of this video, I'll give you some tips on how to get the most accurate results out of ChatGPT. So please stick around to the end. The first way ChatGPT can help you is to show you how to get started with learning a particular skill or language. So the way we can get ChatGPT to help us get started is, for example, if we want to learn React, which is a front-end skill, but this could apply to JavaScript or any language, I would go to the ChatGPT interface and type, acting as a front-end developer with knowledge of React, how do I get started learning? So it takes a little bit of time. So we have about 6 great tips on how to get started learning React. And what is great about it also is that you can pick one of these and ask ChatGPT to elaborate. So here in step 3 or point 3, it's saying build small projects, but you're not really sure what kind of small projects to build. So let's ask that. And it gives us some examples of the type of small projects that we could get started with. And we could even dig deeper into one of these points. How do I and so on. I could dig deeper into these particular steps as well. One of the most important things when learning any subject is to test yourself as you're going along. Otherwise you can suffer from what is called the illusion of knowledge, where you think you know it, but you don't actually. So ChatGPT here can help you as well by creating tests. So for instance, if I was studying JavaScript, I might want to test myself on, say, JavaScript objects. So I go to ChatGPT and you can find out more, as always. So you can see it's quite powerful when you're learning to keep testing yourself. Inevitably, when you're learning, you can get stuck. Something just doesn't make sense, or you're not sure how to do something in a language. ChatGPT can help here as well. So, for example, if I didn't understand closures, an important concept in JavaScript, I could go to ChatGPT and ask, so here we get a nice explanation of what closures are, a little bit of a code snippet explaining, giving an example of a closure. And in this way, if you are stuck on a certain concept, you can get unstuck and keep moving on your learning. So those are 3 of the ways that ChatGPT can help you in your learning. Now, as promised, let me give you some extra tips. The first tip is to tell ChatGPT to act as. For example, act as a JavaScript developer or act as a Java developer. From my research online, this helps with accuracy of responses. My second tip is to be specific. Give ChatGPT as much information as you can. So if you're asking for help writing a bit of code, be specific about what you want the code to do. What are the inputs, outputs? My final tip is to always bear in mind that ChatGPT might be wrong. I'm not just going to blindly take the code and use it. I will try and understand it. Maybe even write it out myself. Google what functions are being used. Look in the documentation. And, change the code if I think it should be done better. Treat ChatGPT as a recommendation system, not the final source of truth on everything. If you're interested in learning to code or in software engineering in general, please check out the other videos on my channel. Otherwise, see you on the next video.